Hey everyone, it's Quissy here. It's been such an eventful week, and it's been hard for me to even keep track of all of the classic news going on. Blue posts, dev interviews, new realms, so much more. In this video, I'm going to cover the latest WoW Classic news as of today, August 23rd, 2019, as we are currently 3 days and several hours away from the global release of WoW Classic. We had a Reddit AMA earlier this week, which I covered it in another video. I got a link in the description below if you want to check that out. So let's start with the realm updates. We're going to start with NA. The following realms are now marked as full: Fairlina, Herod, Mankrik, which is just recently filled up, Pagel, Thalnos, and Whitemane. Tiash, Fairbanks, and Miseril are all high population servers. Oh, and Stalag too. As for Oceanic, Arugal, the PvP server, is high, and Remulos, the PvE server, is medium. And last night, Blizzard announced that 4 more realms will be made available on August 26th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And those realms are Incendious, a PvP Eastern server, Bigglesworth, a PvP Pacific server, Old Blanchy, a normal Pacific server, and Westfall, a normal Eastern server. Bigglesworth seems to be a popular server name. Over the past 24 hours, I've seen many tweets of people elated that there's finally a server named after a cat. And I mean, of all the cats in the game, Bigglesworth is a pretty significant one, isn't it? So that's pretty awesome that they named a server after him. Old Blanchy is another favorite name of mine, and it's kind of funny that people were saying that they should have switched Old Blanchy and Westfall, because Westfall is currently an Eastern server. People were saying they should have made that a Pacific server, right? Westfall, West Coast, maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to EU. So as for EU, the following realms are all currently full: Everlook, normal German server, Gehennis, a PvP English server, Golemag, PvP English, Lucifron, PvP German, Shazra, PvP English. So 4 out of the 5 EU realms that are full are PvP realms. Not to my surprise, they released 5 more EU realms last night. 4 out of 5 of them are PvP realms. So we've got Flamelash, PvP English, Gandling, PvP English, Mograine, PvP English, Netherguard Keep, normal English, and Razorgore, PvP English. So PvP is very popular in the EU, and Blizzard has responded by releasing more PvP servers for people to roll on. And Blizzard, in blue posts, keep urging players to consider moving off of these realms to prevent massive queues and wait times to get in, stating, "At this time, all realms that have a full or high population tag are expected to experience extended queues. We urge players on realms marked full or high to plan to play on one of these new realms to avoid the longest queues and to help spread the player population as evenly as possible and provide the best play experience for everyone." So it's definitely been quite the exciting week in terms of server population. I feel like every 12 hours there's been a new blue post to update us on that. And within these blue posts, Blizzard also included that they will remove the limitation on only creating a total of 3 WoW Classic characters per WoW account. Thereafter, players will be able to create up to 10 characters per Classic realm, for a total of 50 characters across all Classic realms per WoW account. So, they're really opening the floodgates with this one. 50 characters? I mean, it's about to get real. So as stated, this is all going on Monday, August 26th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you're in a different time zone, don't forget to calculate that accordingly. But what do you guys think about the server populations? Will Blizzard need more? Will Classic sustain these numbers, or is the majority of the population tourists? So we could just take a quick look here at all of the master server list. We have all of the normal servers listed, we have all the PvP servers, we have the RP, and then the RP PvP server listed, and then at the bottom are the Oceanic realms. So the grand tally as of right now for all of the NA/Oceanic realms is 20. And here's the current grand total of all of the servers available in the EU. At the top we've got all the English servers, followed by French, German, and then Russian, totaling to 21 total servers so far. So pretty interesting, and definitely something that we're going to keep an eye on to see if they do release any more before Monday, August 26th, before Classic WoW actually launches. We'll see. They may even release several more once Classic has launched. So yeah, definitely going to keep an eye on the progress of the server announcements. I really hope that these servers do sustain the test of time, especially because we have a series of content phases coming out. It's not like Classic launches and that's it. I like how the phases will be staggered over the next year and a half, maybe 2 years, who knows. Which brings me to my next topic. Omar Gonzalez and Brian Birmingham were guests on ClassiCast yesterday, and I must say it was one of my favorite episodes to date. I had the pleasure to meet Omar and Brian when I traveled to Irvine, California in May to attend the Warcraft Summit. They were both really easy to talk to, we began sharing WoW memories. It was great. And just like that, you could connect with others so easily. It doesn't matter who they are, what they do, where they come from. I've connected with so many people over World of Warcraft throughout the years, and I'm sure talking to Brian and Omar, we could have kept going back and forth sharing stories for a while. That's just how open and friendly they are. But back to ClassiCast. I laughed, I cried, I cheered. I felt so much emotion from the interview. And you could tell just by looking at Omar and Brian how giddy and excited they are too. They've worked so incredibly hard on this project, their entire team has, and to see it growing and about to release must be really incredible. I love how they're players too, they get it. They're so communicative and relatable. They want to listen to the community and help shape WoW Classic based on that. And that's one thing I love about this Classic project. Because the community has had such an impact on the development, for example, helping to expand the content phases from 4 to 6, it really makes you feel closer to the project. Makes you feel like you're a part of the development, and in turn, that makes it feel a lot more special in my opinion. The Classic development team has done everything right. They listen, they're open, they communicate, but most importantly, they're just as passionate about the game as the fans. And you see that in the ClassiCast interview with Omar and Brian, and you see that in the video that Warcraft released on their YouTube channel a few days ago entitled WoW Classic with Creators. In that video, the creators discuss how the magic of the game still feels like it's there. The gameplay, the talent trees, the combat, and in my opinion, the in-game sounds, music, it's everything. All in all, it just makes you feel like WoW Classic is in good hands, and the developers will continue to listen to the community for future direction. They even ended off ClassiCast by asking us, the community, what we want to see after Phase 6 of Classic. Do we want TBC Legacy servers, fresh Phase 1 realms, some sort of Classic Plus? They want to hear our thoughts and opinions, and that feels really good. But before we all jump the gun, I really think we should focus on the present day and ensure that WoW Classic is indeed a success before we speculate on what's going to happen after. So, moving on, what other blue posts have we had in the past few days? We went over the realm updates, additional character creation, we went over the big ClassiCast interview with Omar and Brian. Another post that was brought to my attention, and much to my surprise, my name was included in a blue post entitled World of Warcraft Classic Community Resources. I'm gonna link it in the description below, but it's a really awesome blue post with a bunch of links of resources from around the community to help players out. And I'm actually really familiar with a lot of the links and resources in the list, so it's really awesome to be a part of that. But yeah, so if you scroll down a bit under the guide section, you'll find Wowhead Classic as the first bullet point, and under that with a specific bullet point leading to my guides. Wow, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's pretty incredible, right? I've worked really hard on a lot of those guides, and it just means a lot to me to see that all of that hard work did pay off. It was extremely fun to write all those guides, and I loved every moment of it, but it was really time consuming. And as I always say, I'm open to feedback and ways I could improve them, so feel free to reach out at any time. But again, it's always a labor of love, so thank you so much for all the support. Okay guys, that's it for this video. We've got to go food shopping today and begin thinking about our meal prep for the weekend to prepare everything for Monday. We've got a lot of cleaning to do as well, laundry, you know the deal. Thanks for taking the time to check out my videos, I really appreciate it. I'll be live streaming tonight, it's Friday night if you're watching the day of, so be sure to stop by my Twitch channel to hang out, chat, and chill, twitch.tv/QuissyTV. You can also follow me on Twitter at QuissyTV, and again, don't forget to like this video if you like it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to show more support. Thanks again for watching guys, and we'll see you soon.